San Diego Unveiled is a talk show solely for women.
It represents women from all over San Diego.
They come to our show to express their love and passion for what they do.
It's just a lot of inspiration, and
our voices are often sheltered and shunned, but San Diego Unveiled puts volume behind us and lets us be heard and seen in ways that has never been done in San Diego.
Hello, and welcome back to San Diego Unveiled. I'm your host, KB Sharif. Today, we will talk with a local actress, writer, and producer who is currently producing an upcoming short film entitled Rabbit. She has years of experience in the film industry and is looking to help the San Diego film community show its talents to the world. Please welcome Christine Gatlin. Hi, thank you for coming to the show with us.
Thank you for having me here.
That's so awesome to have you here with us. I've been following some of your work, and it's truly amazing. Tell me about yourself and how you got to where you're at today.
Well, I'm originally from Las Vegas.
Oh, okay.
I moved to San Diego about 9 years ago, and I did theater and film in Vegas, and then after being here for a couple of years, jumped back into what I love doing.
Awesome. What got you into theater?
I always wanted to be an actress growing up. I remember the first time I saw somebody on TV, I was like, that's what I want to do.
Right.
And so that's kind of how I charted my life and trying to put myself in positions where I could do that.
Mm-hmm.
So,
What's some of the work that you've done as far as theater?
Theater in San Diego, I've worked at the Oceanside Theater Company, also at Sunshine Brooks when it was Sunshine Brooks. That was the first thing I did here. It was the Scottish play.
Awesome.
I worked up at Broadway Vista in a musical there, a Fringe Festival, just anywhere around town that I can get work.
That's cool. What was one of your favorite experiences?
The first one that came to mind when you said that was a play about nuns making wine in secret.
Really?
It was one of my closest friends and I were both cast in it, and we were the crazy nuns that were running around, and
That's
and
awesome.
It was a lot of fun.
So did you just come across this or did you audition for this?
We
play?
auditioned for that. Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's awesome. Tell me about what you're doing right now.
Right now, I've started producing my own work. I'm producing a short film called Rabbit, and it's the first time I've started producing, but I really like it, and I've met some incredible people along the way, and have some amazing people on my cast and crew right now, so it's very exciting.
What's Rabbit about?
Rabbit is a short film. It's a thriller. I don't want to give too much away because there's some twists in it, but the premise is a couple is stranded on the side of the road, and they're out in the middle of nowhere. They are up to no good, and things just kept getting worse and worse for them. So what I like about it is that there are no good guys or bad guys in the film. It's
Wow. That's a good little
very
twist.
in the middle. So yeah.
It's different. What made you want to produce this?
I wanted to start creating my own work and having more of a hand in the involvement of the productions that I was in. And I wrote this script. I had an image in my head of the story, and I developed it into what it is now. And I was going to have a friend produce it for me, but I was encouraged by those close to me to try and produce it myself. And so that's what I've
when
been
that
doing.
happened, did you kind of just say, all right, I'm just going to do it? Or did you have any type of guidance?
No, there was some kicking and screaming. Producing is a whole different beast.
Yeah.
When people say it's cat wrangling, it really
Really?
is.
Oh.
There's so many pieces that you have to put together to create a production, but it is really satisfying and it is so much fun.
So that's the reason why you want to do that, perhaps because of the outcome of it?
Yeah, I like the idea of starting this vision and following it through to the end, and really having a hand in how it turns out and what it looks like and who's involved. And
did you
yeah,
see
it's
yourself
amazing.
doing all of these different positions before?
No, I just saw myself as being an actor. Give me my lines, I'll show up and do my job. But it's really fun getting to learn the different sides of it, and I really recommend anyone who hasn't tried to create their own content before to do so, because you learn so much about yourself and about the people that you're working with.
That's cool. How long have you been in the film industry?
I switched to almost exclusive film about 4 years ago, so I don't do as much theater as I used to. I still love theater and I want to return to it at some point, but right now I'm really focusing on film.
That is so awesome. And when you got into the film industry more, were you nervous, or how were you feeling when you realized, oh, this is what I'm going to get myself into?
I was excited. I just love acting and I love being a part of it. I love watching amazing people work and getting to work with them.
Mm-hmm.
So,
what's the best part about producing a film?
It's like a baby, you know.
Yeah.
It's really creating your own project and getting to see it through, and really have a hand in shaping and creating something and putting something out there for the world that maybe tells them something or just entertains.
What would you tell someone who would be looking to produce their own film? What type of advice would you give them?
To reach out to people that they know that do it, to read, to look online, to watch as many films as you can.
Mm-hmm.
We have so many people in San Diego right now, so many talented people that are willing and able to help, that there is not a lack of mentors out there for you to find to
Right.
be able to do this on your own.
Do you have any specific guidance or anyone that you are inspired by that helps you with producing?
Got a lot of people. My family, Angie Quidham, she's another local producer. All my actor friends like Jennifer Scabetta and Hannah Logan. These are amazing, talented, hardworking women that are out there every day trying to do their own stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We just have a lot of amazing people out there. So.
What are what's maybe one of the biggest challenges you've had to face while producing and writing Rabbit?
Scheduling.
Mm-hmm.
You have a lot of people that you're trying to narrow down to specific days to work,
Right.
and you want to have as many people involved as you can and not lose anybody because you pick a day that they can't work on. Also, locations is very difficult in San Diego. We're kind of in between film commissions right now,
Mm-hmm.
so people are trying to find their own locations. I unfortunately wrote a script that takes place outdoors. I thought one location would be very easy. I didn't realize how difficult that would be to find a very specific outdoor location and permits and police and all
Is
that
it
sort of
that you
stuff.
have a specific vision on it, or it's just because of the restrictions?
Well, you have insurance restrictions if you're on public property. If you're on
Mhm.
private property, that's different. If you're on a street, you have to hire police protection in some cases to block
really?
off traffic.
Oh, okay.
There's just a lot of rules and things that you have to learn. Starting out shooting in a location that you own is
Mhm.
definitely easier. So
It's
I
just
would
it
recommend
almost
that
blows
for sure.
my mind how there's so much that goes into it, and I feel like I find out every day something new that happens with producing a film, and I'm just in such awe to hear all of the work that you've done with this film, because it sounds like a lot of work. Like, do you get tired at the end of the day?
No, it's fun.
It's
I mean,
energetic for you.
it's a learning curve, and
Mhm.
some days are more frustrating than others, and there are challenges that come up that you have to deal with very quickly. But overall, it's about the project and making a really good film. So,
What are your future goals?
I want to create more content. I want to continue to work with more people in San Diego and elsewhere in the world. San Diego is a very interesting community. Our film community is still growing and developing right now, which is amazing because we can choose what it's going to be. We can choose how professional it's going to be, how cooperative, how collaborative, how diverse it's going to be.
Right.
And so we can decide right now what the rules are for our community, and I think that's really exciting.
That's awesome. How do you feel being a female producer in the film industry?
It's challenging.
Yeah.
It's challenging. It's been typically a man's world, but there is room for women in front of the camera, behind the camera, everywhere. Like I said, San Diego is growing, so we could make it what we want to make it.
And what do you think about the fact that there are females that are starting to grow in the film industry?
They're amazing. We have a ton of them in San Diego and in Hollywood with the Gina Davis Institute right now. There's just so many opportunities for everyone right now that nobody needs to be shut out. Everybody has a place that they can create for themselves and find a niche or something bigger than a niche. It's just
What's
doable.
something that you would like to tell any future female producers out there in San Diego?
Just go for it. Just go for it. There's no reason why you can't do it. There isn't anything holding you back. There's a ton of people in San Diego that want to help, that want to be involved, that want to volunteer and donate their time to help you achieve this, because they get something out of it too. So we can all work together.
Is there a certain female that inspires you to keep going?
My daughter.
Oh, okay.
So my daughter,
How old is she?
she's 16.
Oh, awesome.
So she's at that point in her life where she doesn't know what she wants to do yet. She's trying to discover that and try different things and see where she fits in the world. And so I want to show her that she can do whatever she wants to do, that anything is possible.
That's
So-
great. Thank you so much for coming on the show with us. You are in complete inspiration to me, and I'm sure many others out there, especially as a female and a producer, actor, writer. I'm simply amazed. So thank you so much for coming on
Thank
the
you
show
for
with
having
me.
me on the show, all the other people that you've been to.
Thank you. Even though passions and dreams may seem unattainable in the beginning, they're always worth the blood, sweat, and tears in the end. So whatever you do, don't give up. Until next time, San Diego, stay safe and stay classy.